Lynn was born into a home that looked whole from the outside, but inside it was a theater of control, where love was conditional and truth was punished. She was cast as the scapegoat, the emotional sponge for everyone else's dysfunction. If something went wrong, Lynn was the reason. If someone lashed out, Lynn was the trigger. She learned early to shrink herself, to anticipate moods, to apologize for things she didn't do. Her intuition whispered that something was wrong, but the voices around her were louder. They told her she was too sensitive, too dramatic, too much. Still, Lynn carried a quiet knowing, a flicker of truth that refused to die. As she grew older, the patterns sharpened. Gaslighting turned her memories into fog. Boundaries were mocked. Her mental health frayed under the weight of emotional warfare. And yet, she stayed, because guilt was a leash, because loyalty had been weaponized. Until the day she couldn't anymore. It wasn't a dramatic exit, no screaming, no confrontation, just a decision, a moment of clarity. Lynn blocked the calls. She stopped explaining. She chose silence, not as punishment, but as protection. The guilt came fast. It clawed at her. But this time, she didn't mistake it for truth. She journaled, she cried, she rebuilt. She learned that boundaries weren't walls, they were doors to peace. In time, Lynn found her voice again. Not the one shaped by survival, but the one born of sovereignty. She began helping others, sharing her story, turning pain into purpose. She didn't just survive, she transformed. She began researching her family lineage. It was so liberating to find out if anyone else in her bloodline had experienced anything like her and how she'd grown up in a family that didn't seem to embrace her. She wondered how she'd be accepted in the world if she was not accepted at home. Lynn was not just searching for her identity, she was searching to answer some questions about her family that didn't seem for a long time to make any sense to her. Often wondering when and how abandonment issues started for her, she conducted a genealogical journey to find if any of her family members survived the legacy of transgenerational trauma like her. Later that night, after falling asleep while reading documents and newspaper articles she'd found at the Library of Congress on her maternal ancestors, she had a dream. Her great-grandparents on her mother's side came to her and said, "Sometimes when we are trying so hard to find the answers, we discover that the best solution is not to try so hard. Let it go, Lynn. Just let it go, and you'll be all right. You are loved, guided, and anointed. The nightmare is over, and you've already won. We've paved the way for you and our grandchildren." She felt their warm embrace, and their eyes were filled with so much love for her, while their presence held such a strength that she felt humbled. She had so many questions for them. Her great-grandmother reached out and took Lynn's hand into hers and pulled her towards her to give Lynn a kiss on the cheek. "We are with you, and will continue to help guide you on your journey when you need us." Lynn woke up with a warm feeling and felt so much joy welling up inside that she thought that she would burst. She became more inspired to continue her genealogy research, and the silence that once felt like abandonment, it became her sanctuary. If you enjoyed this story, like, share, and select the next video for more fables like this one.